Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. It's Monday. Well, it's probably Tuesday for you guys, but we got a bunch of things going on. We finished Mason's single turbo build. Our buddy Kyle is in with his E92 for F80 big brake upgrades. Mike is tearing down his engine and trans from the last race weekend. We got GTS taillights for the F80, crank hub for the F80, DCD pan for the F80. The F80 is finally getting a lot of love, but I think we might as well start with Mason's single turbo sleeper. This is Mason's E92 335i. I believe it's a 2007. This thing is a crazy sleeper. It's got some apexes on it, but from the outside, just minimal carbon. Very sleeper considering now it's got a bottom mount single turbo. So yeah, he came in for that. It's a Dock Racing bottom mount with a Garrett journal bearing 6266. He did get my old intake manifold, so I'm really glad that went to a good home. Obviously added the port injection. He got to keep all of my intercooler and intercooler piping and stuff, so it's got the VJ clamps on it, so there'll be no boost leaks here. It is a 6 HP car. I'm still trying to convince him to swap to an 8 HP, but the 6 HP, I think we're only gonna throw about 26 PSI in it. It should make high 600s, enough that we definitely gotta upgrade the rear tires, because she definitely does some spinning when you get on it, especially if the road isn't perfect. But yeah, this is basically just, I don't think it's his daily driver, but it's a car he drives most of the time, so it's just super clean, nothing too crazy. Got some nice Corbeau seats, totally stock interior. Ken's doing the engine tuning. It's got XHP custom trans tune for the 26 PSI, because I think that is now the limiting factor of the car. Is just, I don't really think the 6 HPs like much more than 600 foot-pounds of torque. I think they tend to leave the building. So you could probably make 650 horsepower, 600 torque, keep this thing alive for a long time. But yeah, added stage 3 fuel pumps, Hobbs switch. It is going to run the MHD boost controller, so you just have the Mac wired right into the DME. Keeps it super clean. There's no need to cut up your interior to add a go fast bit or a Plex or any of that. Honestly, I've really liked the MHD with my car as well. It's just super easy to change maps on the stock. I'm sure since Mason's gonna max out at 26 PSI, we'll probably have a 26, 24, 22, and 18 PSI maps. So it's nice to be able to switch through those on the fly. Keeps it super easy, all OEM. I mean, really, without popping the hood, this car, you'd just be like, oh, that's just a clean black 335i sleeper. So he's coming today to pick it up, so I think he's gonna be super excited. Project was here for probably a little bit longer than I would have liked, but part availability and stuff kind of comes and goes. It's just, you get one or two things, oh crap, we forgot something, so had to order some parts, had to upgrade fueling at the end. I think even he thought he had 2 fuel pumps already, but the single walbro won't flow enough for E85, but got it all sorted out. He's happy, he's ready to come pick it up, and I think this thing's gonna be a blast. And it's right in time for summer. It's finally getting nice out. And yeah, what else we got going on? Mike's car is half apart in the front. We're just pulling the whole yellow, well, I guess it is kind of a yellowish green bar, radiator, intercooler, pop all that off, headlights gone, and then we'll just drag the motor and trans out from the front. Motor is just probably deck the head, deck the block, dingleberry hone the cylinders, slap her back together, and then transmission. We still got to figure out why Fifth left the building. Not really sure on that one yet, but hopefully we should have that out by probably the end of the week, maybe. And this goddamn cricket back here.
Hopefully you can't hear it on the video.
Oh, you're definitely gonna be able to hear the cricket. I just have to go. Well, I gotta go in the corner and I gotta scare him. There's a gosh darn crickets down here.
Take the pressure washer to the corner so you can flood it.
No, I did some research. So if you get a bowl of water and put some molasses in it, the crickets will jump into the bowl to get the molasses and then they drown. So it's kind of rough life for the cricket, but you're too dang loud. Nothing exciting happening in my car. I got pulled over because apparently I forgot to register it, so I've been riding dirty. But yeah, I've just been dailying it. She's living her best life right now. Nothing crazy. Getting used. Good girl. Blew out a sway bar link in the back on the dirt road yesterday, hitting a pothole. So had to fix that. I had to use my lift at my house, which I hadn't had to do in a while. So glad that thing got some use. And this is Kyle's E92. This N55, still 6 HP, look at that. Nice. TL seems legit sicker ages ago. But yeah, Kyle, super clean daily. He has a Veloster N now, which honestly I was really impressed with. And like, let me rip it around a little bit. That thing is it scoots, it's a blast. I've seen one or two at the track days before, but never obviously driven one. But I mean, that thing scoots. This, he had to replace the 6 HP a little while ago, was just having issues with it, so he hadn't been able to drive the car for a while. And yeah, we'll show you the M4 brakes that we're gonna throw on this. Super excited, just keeping it clean, keeping it reliable. All right, so these are Kyle's brakes. They're a nice shiny teal color, and we're gonna have white Brembo logos that go down. Yeah, I'll probably go over these more when we do the separate video of Kyle's actually installed, but all new seals, all new hardware, freshly powder coated. Pretty self-explanatory when rebuilding calipers. He's gonna use our front brackets and rear brackets. For the rear, because it's a E90, we're gonna convert to 1 series hubs. So that way you can use the dog bone adapter. You either gotta convert to 1 series hubs or you have to use M3 knuckles. So it's whatever the customer wants, whatever's easiest. Both are great. I mean, most of these cars have a bunch of miles, so doing wheel bearings is never a bad thing anyway. And then for the F80 love, we got a bunch of stuff. So I'm super excited about these taillights. This is the GTS style taillights that we got from Europower Motorsports. So I'm be unboxing these. We also have everyone's favorite S55 mod, crank hub. Everyone knows the issues. These spin, they destroy timing, you ruin motors. So what you do is you get a keyed one instead of using some skateboard deck friction material between the two like the OEM does. This is just a 2-piece with a keyway, so that way it can never spin. And then this is the 4-pin style that will actually be drilled into the crankshaft itself to help keep it in place. This is made by RK, made in Texas, so we love made in America stuff. It's great quality. And again, this was brought to us by Europower Motorsports, so we appreciate them hooking up the F80, and the F80 is getting a lot of love. Billet pans are back in stock. Small ones are still on CNC right now, so those ones are going to take probably another week or two, but we do have the Big Mama in both black and gold back in stock. So I think my biggest upset with the F80 is probably the DCT is she's a little finicky, so I want to do XHP, flash. That way I can always start in second. Just helps drivability. I like keeping it in sport mode, but sometimes leaving parking lots and stuff, gets a little jerky. So we're gonna do just a DCT overhaul. I'm gonna actually use the gold little pan. This fits with all the stock under trays and everything like that. If you do the Big Mama, you gotta cut a little bit. It just sticks down more. This one really only recommend if you actually are tracking the car. If not, the little one's great for you. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And then obviously, the crank hub, I don't think I'm gonna do that immediately. We just got a bunch of stuff going on in the shop, so probably do an oil change, the GTSs, the DCT pans, and that's enough love for the F80. So Maybe we'll throw these in right now, actually. I do probably have to go give it a wash, though. I've been daily in the orange car, except for this morning I got pulled over for no registration. Oops, kind of forgot. So, I gotta drive the F80 home. I gotta go to the DMV. Everyone's favorite thing, the DMV. Yay. So, actually, let's do that. Let's go give the F80 a wash and let's throw these in. I think this is a quick mod. It should only take like an hour, I think. Alright, so now that you can actually see everything, she's not all covered in dust. God forbid I live on a dirt road. Everyone hates that, so everyone gives me crap, but I didn't get to pick whether the road was paved or not. So yeah, these are just the standard taillights, and we'll pop one side on, whichever side's open, and then we'll do like a comparison. Alright, so I grabbed passenger side first. Something makes me think we gotta take this plastic cover off, and I'm sure all of these have to come off, which is just those little T25s. Ugh, no more plastic clips, I guess. And maybe this has to come off. I'm gonna guess it's a bunch of 8 mils, 10 mils, probably a flathead, and I gotta guess that's a T25 probably. So let's go get a handful of tools. Alright, I was half right. These are all actually Phillips, and then you pop it out, and yep, same with this little cover, easy peasy, and then just pop the whole black piece down. It's gonna hang by the I tried to kidnap a person pull handle, and then we can see, yeah, 8 and 10 mils. And then the trunk part, that actually, the trunk mechanism or the linkage, really easy, just 2 flathead holes. You just pop them in. It was actually the easiest piece that has ever come off. Usually I hate dealing with clips, but that was pretty easy. So I guess let's start with down here. What looks like 2 10 mils, and let's pop this out. Bada bing, bada boom. There's one connector on the back of, whoa, I'm not even showing you guys anything. On the back of the new taillights, you have 16 up and 13 through 15. So we'll obviously plug in the one because this is a 16. And I didn't really read the directions, but this is a long wire that has to plug into this one in the trunk. So my guess is there's a little hole right here, and we can fish it through on this side, and then we'll go into this little hole, and then we'll go up this harness, which we can just zip tie, and then right into the taillight. I am gonna guess that's what you're supposed to do, but I probably should have read the directions, but let's just wing it. All right, this one's a little bit more of a pain in the butt. You got like a retainer nut on there, and then on this side though, underneath you have a lock. So you have to like drop it down flat and then slide over. Make sure that this clips in, or else the taillight's just gonna come flying. Even if you tighten this down, I missed the first time, so it tightens down and this side lifts up and you just have a huge gap. So make sure you get that side in first, and then this is just a little 8 mil. This is classic taillight mods. You're left with just a bunch of wires. It's all obviously hidden behind, you know, this interior trim piece, so just do your best to zip tie it to the side. And yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and I guess might as well give the car a start, see how these things look. They should all be plugged in and we should be good to go. Give a side-by-side comparison.
Okay. Well, hold on, do that again. Alright, do the blinker. Alright.
Well, the other one stopped, but so it did the blinker.
Well, when you hit the brakes, this side didn't light up at all. Like the inside one.
Really?
And that one didn't light up at all.
Weird. Did the...
But the blinker was kind of cool, I guess.
It should have been the bottom light, I thought.
Maybe that's the reverse. I don't know. Yeah, that one didn't work for brake.
Yeah, I saw. Weird.
I don't know what that's about.
I don't know. Big mods, big mods. All right, now the hard part is done, and just put your trunk back together. All right, let's take a look at this outside. Tried to park it in the shadow as much as possible. In the shadow, in the shade. Can't even speak this morning. Man, she is looking good. She is looking good. All right, let's see which one of these buttons on the key fob. Oh, there it is. Startup sequence engaged. Fighter pilot engaged. Guys, you literally cannot beat this. 350 bucks. This is like everyone. If you drive a F30 or F80, go to the website right now. Get yourself a set of these. This is just... I'm gonna have to let Kendra drive the car more just so that I can enjoy the back of it. These look fantastic. 10 out of 10 mod. The car is looking great now. Oh, I'm in love with this thing. Alright guys, we're gonna call it a video there. Please like and subscribe. Like 80% of you guys aren't subscribed and it's free. You guys should really throw me a bone. I like to think I don't totally suck at this, although there's probably so much wind noise in this shot right now that I wouldn't subscribe to me either, but you should ignore that fact and subscribe for more content. So until next time guys, take it easy.